Hey there, Autarch fans. This is Autarch Felix here with an Autarch blog for today. It's been a while by doing the Autarch blog. I think the last one was last year, but I'm going to try and pick it up again to get more Autarch blogs in, just for myself, but in the future as well for Chris. So Chris will get his own blog. Or we're going to do some of them together, but yeah. So I'm starting off today. In the last couple of weeks I've been pretty busy now with my Elder Force, specifically Harlequins, to try them out and play against other persons that don't want to get too deep into the cheese. And next to that, I already had some fun in previous battle reports, as you saw against Kevin. But now I also played some other games without the camera with Harlequins, and I really enjoyed them. So that was for me the reason to pick them up again. And I painted up my first troop unit. I finally done. As well as my Star Weaver that was already done, but his base wasn't finished yet. And now I'm quite busy painting 2 Void Weavers, 1 Star Weaver, assembling another Star Weaver. So yeah. Furthermore, I also did some Varisian Wolves for my Space Wolf army. I was really busy with that army as well for our doubles tournament from the Rotterdam White Scars. Fortunately, I was sick for I think 13-14 days, so couldn't finish it. I couldn't do absolutely zero. So that's why also there were no battle reports or other videos in the last couple 2-3 weeks now. So yeah, we're going to get that back up. So yeah, let's go and dig into the Harlequins. I'll show you the Wolfkin. And then the other things where I'm now busy with. So yeah. So guys, we're back, and here we have my first finished product for the Autarch blog. It's my unit of 5 Harlequins, 4 troops, and a troop master. I've got 2 caresses into it, 2 neuro disruptors, and 1 Harlequin Kiss. The models are WYSIWYG. Tried some little conversions just to give them some cool IDs and not the standard Harlequins you'll see. And that's because I want to go and play the mask detachment, so you need at least 15 troop unit of 15 troops. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to assemble them all the same. I already saw some battle reports with the same models. It's like, yeah, not that much fun. So yeah, for the people that know me for quite a while now, on the base I did the normal base layout I have for my Elder army. So I'm going to zoom in on this Harlequin. You see that's brownish slash flesh colorish with some grey onto it and some more time toughs. Furthermore, for this unit I chose for red. The red color, just more to give some examples in the unit. So let's see if I can bring him up a little bit closer. Perfect. Try out a new blend as well on the swords. See if I can zoom it in as well. Come on, you can do it. There we go. And this unit as well has red diamonds. I use this for squad marking so that my opponent knows from which unit this troop belongs. Want to do on my dedicated transport, the Star Weavers. I want to try and give them the same diamonds as well as the unit, but yeah, still have to assemble and ping those up. So you will see them in future. Don't know how long it will take, but they will be soon up. So yeah, and the rest is actually the basics. So again, the Steel Legion Drab is coming back, as well as the Bleach Bone. And yeah, the greatest thing of Harlequins is that you can use as much of the colors you want. So you've got yellow, blue, green, purple, pinkish in this one, as well as some gold, white. Really enjoy that of painting up these Harlequins. So putting this one back. And other one that really I was enjoying was this Harlequin. Give this one a close up as well. Let's try and zoom onto it. Yes, perfect. So this one has a caress. Try to use some lightning effect through the arm that was sort of activated. Again, all kind of different colors. Some gemstones. The only thing that I'm still thinking of changing are the jackets they have on. They're now just normal Steel Legion Drab, and they've got an Aqua Reserve shade into it. And I painted them up somewhere, but gained some good tips from some people in the store. Saw me painting these bad boys or bad girls, and they said, well, maybe you can try and use an extra highlight into them. So still considering it, but for now they're pretty good as finished, and I can always get that extra into the near future. So yeah, this is my first Harlequin unit. Finally finished a unit of the plastic new models. As well, they're standing on an amazing finished bridge. Chris and I finally finished up our first official terrain piece on a new gaming mat here as well, to give you guys some idea how it's going to watch. At the moment we've got some tufts onto it. We've got a pattern of blue and Ricard flesh squares onto it, sort of chessboard I want to create. It's looking pretty well. As well as some it's called some extra details and the weathering powders. See them, that's good, but try and zoom in onto them just to give some extra color into the terrain. Yeah, this is a little bit the idea of how to paint all of our terrain pieces. So we've got the bridge now almost finished, or it is finished. Still going to paint this little book over here, but then it's completely done. And yeah, we're now really busy to do the other ones. So we've got a forest up standing there, and we're already busy with the pattern up there. So yeah, let's go into the... Oh no, wait, I can take this one as well. Just put them down next to the Harlequins. Maybe that's a little bit cooler to give the idea. I was standing. Here's the Star Weaver. Let's see if this is possible. Out of the way. So yeah, this is the Star Weaver I finished up with his new base. This one is on the white diamond transport, so yeah. What I just told you guys, this will probably be the transport for the white diamond Harlequin troop unit that will come in the future. As well, put some rubble down, some extra detail into it. And see if I can take him a bit closer to the camera. All the little boards and things into the model as well. The stones and then the base, as well as some rise of rust, types corrosion, etc. So, and then these are the diamonds. Looks pretty cool. There is no gunner on top of it, and that's because I want to Saw a lot of people putting some Harlequins or characters on here that just fit to show your enemy where which unit is. So that's the reason why I didn't put a gunner onto it, but the weapons are on it, so no one can complain about that. And furthermore, a little trick I learned from Chris, and I had some help with Chris. These things are magnetized, so really easy to transport, not that really hard, but amazing to use, and they fit perfectly actually. They wobble a little bit, but that's pretty much it. Really happy as well how this one turned out. So yeah, let's get into the next project. Here we have my second work in progress project at the moment. It's a good thing because I already forgot them, so Chris mentioned it. You should show them because they are going to look absolutely awesome. So these are the Skyweavers from the Harlequins. I'm now painting 2 up. This one is completely done. Now I only have to do the passengers onto it. So I'll give you some little detail what I did. The diamonds, little highlight, some more depth into it, the face as well. Then up here we've got a little radar, everything onto it. I always enjoy to paint radars or little buttons or whatsoever. We've got a haywire cannon beneath it, give it a little bit of lighting effect, and as well I try and highlight all the higher areas on the bike. So I was pretty happy as well with this one. So, and this is as well the idea how all these Skyweavers are going to look. Also changed a little bit the pattern because this one is still in progress, but yeah, here's the pattern is a little bit different. I think that's awesome. So yeah, this will be the red diamond unit as well, and I will go and play in the future 4 bikes in 1 unit with the Cypher Claves. So, but didn't start the models yet. Still want to paint this one up first, completely like this one. Then probably give it a little sealing of purity seal. Doing the base as well, and then moving on. What I did on the bike, I did a little magnetize as well, so this can put on and easily come off. For the weapon, I just glued that one in because I tried it in the games with the shuriken cannons and now with the haywire cannons, and I came to the conclusion that I needed more anti-tank in my army. So that's also one of the things why I'm going to play Harlequins next to my Eldar as well, to get that more in with the haywire cannons and fusion pistols, etc. So yeah, these were my Skyweavers. Now we're going into the rest of the Harlequin. So guys, here is one of my last projects I did in the last couple of weeks. These are the Void Weavers. They just came out of the airbrush. Fortunately my airbrush is not working that much anymore, so I've got a lot of things to repaint again. So that's a bummer, but yeah, we will fix that. So yeah, I assembled them with the prismatic cannons. Again, these are going to look the same like you just saw the Star Weaver. Only these are the heavy sport versions, so we've got more weapons and everything. On top here we've got the normal troop firing the prismatic cannon. This one is can come off as well because there's a little magnet into it, just to assemble it back. As well for the cannon in the back, if I've got a weapon destroyer whatsoever, I can pull this one off, or the front one, and otherwise I will. Yeah, this one unfortunately is not magnetized, but you know the idea as well. Yeah, the bike as well is magnetized, so pretty easy. So yeah, as you can see, the bonus pretty cool onto it. But yeah, I need a lot of repainting to get the black coating back. But problem for another time at the moment. And then down here we've got a Star Weaver. It's also been airbrushed. He's not done yet. That's because I didn't have any more Sharp T-Bone. So again, I have to get a new Sharp T-Bone to finish him off. So I have to find his weapon, still missing, and then magnetize it. And then this one will be finished as well. So then yeah, you saw 2 Star Weavers and 2 Void Weavers. The other one is still in the box. Going to build that one in the next couple of weeks to have 3 Star Weavers and 2 Void Weavers. And I'm going to assemble 2 more Sky Weavers to create the group of 4. As well, I already started with a new unit of troops. They've just been assembled in pieces, so I can paint the diamonds a little bit better. I'm going to play them in units of 5 because the minimum is 5. And the 6th place will probably be for a character from the Harlequins or Dark Eldar or Eldar perhaps. So if someone wants to know where the 6th one is or why I don't play 6 of them, this is my reason. So yeah, these were my projects for now. Then I've got one more to show. It's not Eldar, but it's something completely different. Yeah. Those are my Parisian wolves. So yeah, let's get into them. So guys, here we have my last project for today. This was the start of my Wolfkin formation. That's one of the formations out of Curse of the Wolfen book for the Space Wolves. It contains of 4 minimum units of Parisian wolves. So we've got some Parisian wolves not there as well. As you can see pretty well, they've all got different kind of colors, but as well I've got some other models into it just to give it more some variation into the Parisian wolves. This variation consists out of the Fellwark box from the Hobbit SBG. They look amazing in comparing to the Parisian wolves. It's not that hard to give them the same the same layout or the same look. The only thing that's different is that the Parisian wolf has more pelt on some places than the Fellwark does, but in my opinion you don't see that as something miss. So yeah, I'm going to get one of the wolves close up for you, just to give you some ideas how I painted them up. So here we've got a brown one. Used to 2 little dry brushes of brown and even sort of yellow, so it was Painblade brown. And then I painted up the faces. Everything has art code onto it, on the face and the lines beneath and on top of the eye. And then I also used some blood for the blood god, just pure for giving the wolf some realistic idea. They just eaten their prey. So yeah, this is one brownish or dark brownish. Now we'll get one of the brown ones. See guys. We got this one as well. This is an albino. It's one of the moles from the Fellwark. There we go. Completely with eyes and everything on the top. really enjoyed painting these. And as well giving you some example why a Parisian wolf and a lone wolf are not that kind of difference. So yeah, that was it for the wolves. We still got some other little work in progress, but that's more work in progress from Chris for me. So as well for the double tournament from the White Scars, it's an Wolf Lord on the Tunnel Wolf mount with the what's it called, Chris? Black Death. This will be the Black Death. Helm of Doomfast, artificial armor on the Tunnel Wolf. We saw an amazing conversion in Warm Rotterdam by a customer that I decided to ask Chris to create it himself or create it for him. Create for me, sorry. So we used the Mornfang box from Warhammer Fantasy, or now these days in Age of Sigmar. And Chris green stuffed it a little bit more on the neck as well around the big feet from the calf. And in my opinion, this dude looks amazing. It's like, what do you want to do, bro? Want to combat? Oh. And I spelled in the back. As you can see as well, Chris also used, because I asked for some bits of the woven models. So this looks fantastic. Okay, well, those were all the hobby things I had in the last couple of weeks, and yeah, here we go. So yeah, guys, that was my hobby vlog for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. First off, I really enjoyed painting or finally finishing some projects I had setting for quite a while. For example, like the Harlequins, painted up 2 or 3 of them and then never finished up an entire unit. So yeah, this was awesome to do so once for a time. Still, of course, want to paint the other 10 as well for try and go and play with Harlequins. Next to that, I also enjoyed painting the Parisian wolves. It's a shame that I was sick and I couldn't go to the tournament, but yeah, on the other hand, I would never finished my entire army on the quality I wanted to, so yeah, it also gave me some extra breath to paint them up smoothly, but with more time. So yeah, this for now was it, guys. Again, I hope you enjoyed watching this the Autarch blog. I've decided with Chris to start the Autarch blogs again, to get every once in 2 weeks, one from me, and then the week after that one from Chris. So you have, what is it, a week between it for changing it. So if I will do week 1, then Chris will do it in week 2, and then in week 3 again I will post one of mine. Furthermore, if you have any feedback whatsoever for me or for Chris or for the channel, what you would like to see or whatsoever, please let us know. Do that under the video and we will get into it, and we'll make some contact with you to thank you for your help. So yeah, again, this was the Autarch blog for today. I hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next one.